the NBA here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Connect out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
LeBron, no luck.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Randall passes to McDaniels. Now here is Conley, defended by Vincent. Here's McDaniels. Out to Edwards from downtown. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Pass to Vincent. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Connect with it. Edwards defending. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Outside Conley. Randle a screen on Davis for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
Here's James. Michael Conley making his last shot. Pass to Hachimura. Eight feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Pass to Edwards from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Lakers trail by 6. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A shot by LeBron, no good.
Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
That free throw good from Randall.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Both free throws good from Randall. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Lakers trail by 8. Outside, Davis. It's stolen by Gobert. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Knecht is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That's good from Knecht. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Minnesota leading by 6. Conley the pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. A step back shot here. And it's good off the glass. Edwards got 8.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
And here is Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. James against Randall. Over Randall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Free throw good, LeBron.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Now, here's McDaniels. 11 points last game. Stolen by Knecht. Now the Lakers on the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 10.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. Last season, he played outstanding. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Balls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Outside, Edwards. Inside, here's Gobert. A rebound by the Lakers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the Lakers with possession here. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Down low, here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, LeBron, he's setting the screen, but you can't lose sight of him when he rolls.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Has to Gobert. Outside Conley. Here's McDaniels. Right at the free throw line. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Christie, he's checked in for the Lakers. Second free throw, no good. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Pass to LeBron. Hachimura with a screen on Gobert. James kicks to Davis. Off target with his three.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Now Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now here's Edwards. Misses the three. Vincent with it. Pass to LeBron. Davis with a screen on Randall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now tonight. Drives to the hoop. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And he makes the first.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 3. And it's Davis at the elbow. Pass to LeBron. Outside for Davis. Lets it go with a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to McDaniels. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. Conley's got 5 now.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Hachimura kicks to James. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 9.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Randall outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Christie. Makes it off the glass. Christie's got his second bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. Davis with a screen on Randall to the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Fires from the line. And again, it's Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
LeBron dishes to Davis.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots. Anthony Davis.
And the first one drops.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Los Angeles, Coloco's checked in. And it's Austin Reeves in for Hachimura.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Reid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Naz Reid understands how to play physically inside, able to get a shot off despite the foul.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Reid.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career, you can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable.
Both free throws good from Reid.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Here's Hood Schifino, defended by DiVincenzo, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, you see the level of effectiveness Rui Hachimura has on the interior. This guy, even with good defense, can score the basketball.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Randall. And the Lakers have possession. 4-point game. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Hood Schifino, defended by Alexander Walker. Hood Shavino shot is off. Randall no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here we go, one-on-one. With the second effort. Rebound the Lakers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got LeBron James. He's out there with Connect. And it's Koloko in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time. And he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And that one misses. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Offline with his 3.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Good Shavino. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Now Conley. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And after that hot start from outside, they've cooled off a bit here in the second quarter.
LeBron right side. Here's Connect. Covered by Conley. Back to LeBron. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Conley. Edwards with it. Shot clock at 6. And here is DiVincenzo. There's the 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Nas Reed, what a nice find. This guy always has his eyes up and ready to look for options.
Pass to Connect. Here's Hood Shavino. Defended by DiVincenzo. Connect sets a screen for LeBron. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Conley with the 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Hood Shavino. LeBron outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
For Los Angeles, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
On the free throw, no good.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way. Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Vincent, the pass to LeBron. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Conley. And so the ball's out of bounds. 3 touched it last.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
It's Davis on the wing. Again, the miss by the Lakers. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Beyond the arc, sinks the triple. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Vincent, the pass to LeBron. Now connect. With some arc, misses the baby hook. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Edwards drives in. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to send LeBron James to the line. Michael Conley picks one up. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Free throw good, James. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 20 points.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Davis. Davis roaming the lane.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
And here is Conley. He has 7. To the paint. Here's Alexander Walker. Off with the layup.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now, a look at Rudy Gobert here. Coming off a terrific season. and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first but misses the second. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Alexander Walker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
The first one falls.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
And Edwards drops them both. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Clippers. Pass to Vincent. James a screen on Conley. Here's Vincent. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He gets that one. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Vincent. Here's James. Clock at 6. Back to Vincent. Shoots the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Vincent's got 5 points so far.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards.
Julius Randle McDaniels.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. Randall surveying the D. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Lakers with the ball, trailing here by 8. James with it, 14 points for him. James absolutely owning the inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Randall gets to Conley. To shoot. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McDaniels against Christie. Here's Connect. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Randall. Now Gobert. His last outing, he had 8 points. Lets the three fly. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Here's Connect. 6 points for him. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Randall passes to Alexander Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Christie. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randall dishes to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. There's a good screen. To end the drought, buries the jump shot. Randall's got 7.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
James against Randall. James jackhammers it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Hood Schifino. Defended by DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
He's off on the second. Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels in the post. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Lakers.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Gobert with it. Picked up by Davis. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. .54 seconds left now here in the second. Christie with the screen on DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality. Does a nice job drawing contact.
The Timberwolves have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The first free throw is good. so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. To the middle, and finished off by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. And they'll get another chance. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Davis launches it. Doesn't go that time. The clock runs out, and we're headed to halftime. Timberwolves lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. The Pacers will square off against the Grizzlies in Memphis. It's going to tip off at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Michael Conley is third.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Lakers trail by 10. Connect with it. James looking it over. Jacks up a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And those advanced numbers, Doors, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Down low, here's Davis. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
Too easy there for Davis, just using his length to his advantage inside.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Davis with a screen on Gobert. James the pass to Davis.
And of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
Outside Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. To the inside, Davis draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can, but right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Anthony Davis.
And a member of the NBA 75 team, Anthony Davis is the rare franchise player, someone you build your entire organization around.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
James dishes to Davis. Pass to Vincent. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Vincent's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. Conley the pass to McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. And McDaniels drops them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Vincent. Back to LeBron. Now here is Hachimura. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And the shot goes in. Randall's got 9.
Well, Julius Randle in the open floor can be a real problem. It shows you that right there.
Benson with it. Over by Conley to the left wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. LeBron sets the screen for Davis. And they double up Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis with a screen on Conley. Vincent misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And a moment now to look at the stats for Julius Randle. Coming off a terrific season, put up about 24 points per, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for LeBron. And here is Conley. He has 7. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, look who's coming off the court. Come on, get back for your Timberwolves dancers.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. 5th, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
And Minnesota has possession. Picked off in midair. And it's Connect in the corner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be a Rudy Gobert.
A young man who knows how to use his strength. Connect doesn't let the foul stop him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
The first one falls.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, here's McDaniels. He has 7. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Inside, here's Conley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And it's 9 points for Conley. Lakers trail by 13. Now Vincent. He's got 8. Outside, Davis. Bucket! Davis for 3.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Edwards. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 11 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Christie is checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 12. Vincent the bounce pass. Davis the pass to Christie. Hachimura with it. Christie with the screen on McDaniels. Hachimura kicks to James. Shot clock at 5. Over Gobert. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. LeBron's got 22 points.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Edwards getting the close range, too.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
James finds Davis. Now Vincent, covered by Conley. Davis with a screen on Conley. Vincent misses. Timberwolves leading by 12. Edwards inside, defended by Christie.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Loads it up for Davis. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. He has 7. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Hachimura. McDaniels defending. Hachimura the pass to Davis. And James picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th team foul.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Edwards kicks to Randall. Back to Edwards. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Christie. Flushes it down to finish the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
LeBron passes to Davis. Gobert with the block. And they'll keep possession. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Vincent. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The 8-footer, Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hachimura the pass to Vincent. James outside. High post, Davis. Over Gobert. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Davis.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to Edwards. And stolen by James. For the... LeBron does it again!
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Christie against Edwards. McDaniels hits to Conley. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 10. Here's LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Conley surveying the D. Gobert against Davis. Pass to Edwards. High post try, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards got 39. Here's Christie. Edwards defending. James, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. Led by as many as 14 points.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Both free throws good from Randall.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Here's Hood Schifino, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Hachimura. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
First free throw is good.
The skill set of Rui Hachimura is enticing, guys. A big man who can stretch the floor with his shooting, obviously of huge value in the modern game.
Hachimura hits them both.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Pass to Hood Schifino. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Connect, and it's Schifino in at the point.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First team foul. 2 shots. Local.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. DiVincenzo with it. Just 5 on the clock. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Can't nail the jumper. Lakers trail by 7. Down low. Here's Koloko, guarded by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, DiVincenzo.
One misses for DiVincenzo. Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Christie. Shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Randall. The rebound by the Lakers. Here's Schifino. Misses from close range. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Schifino. Defended by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 6. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Now, Alexander Walker. And he jams it with authority.
Man, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Reed. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Schifino. Defended by DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo. Third personal foul. Second team foul. 2 shots. Schifino.
first one falls for him. Good on both. And here's Randall. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Six on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Pass to Christie. Stolen by McDaniels. All alone. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Randall. Off target with the jump hook. Lakers trail by 11. Pass to Hood, Javino. And he swishes it right through.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Hood Schifino. Defended by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded. Lakers trail by 9. Driving the lane. Connect. Randall grabs the board.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Lakers passing it around. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
Here's Hood Schifino. Defended by DiVincenzo. And he's good on the 3-ball. 10 points for Dalton Connect.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Randall with the ball. Pass to Reed. It's up a 3. No good that time.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Connect. Here's Hood Schifino. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. And it's Randall, top of the key. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Edwards has come in for McDaniels. And And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
And Edwards drops them both. And the Lakers have possession, trailing by 10. Pass to Christie. Now here is Hachimura, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Davis. A beautiful reverse layup. Davis has got 14 points now in the second half.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Connect. No good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's LeBron. LeBron crushing off the contact.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Christie. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Christie the pass to Davis. Here's Christie. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
James in the high post. Randall on him. Outside, James. Shot clock at 6. Christie. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Randall. Now the muscle from Edwards.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Lakers also making a switch. Vincent's checked in for Christie. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen, guys.
Thank you, David.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You can see the defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
Mike Conley taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis, but this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
And Conley drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's James. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
We call that turn the lights out because LeBron from that range put as many bodies on him as you want. It doesn't matter.
LeBron James.
Free throw good, James. And here's Edwards. The three. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Pass to Vincent. Fires the three. Traps in the tray.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. James against Randall. Davis with a screen on Randall. And it's James missing. Timberwolves leading by 13. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Plenty of space. Rebounded by the Lakers. Connects. Got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Randall against LeBron. Now connect. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Conley against Davis. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congratulations. I know grit and grind is the usual motto, but is defense really what gets you guys going?
It has. We're a defensive team. We made our mark last year off defense, so we can't lose who we are. We got to come back and be gritty on defense, get steals, get out in transition, and finish in transition.
Yeah, that always leads to better offense, right? Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.